Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, but he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua, a give. This is Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From midfield, here's Tua. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Report when we return to Foxborough. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Dolphins 7.
On first down, they run with Howard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Running with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside a 30-yard. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the
Patterson on the carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Carried by the running back.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Jerome Baker in on the...
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Hurts to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. .154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Returnable here from the 38. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Forced, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Curtis Weaver able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Rohrwasser's kick is good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. 23-3 was the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. 28-27 the final in a tight one. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Joseph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Makes the score Patriots 31.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. They're going to file away for the future.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he will have the Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw caught here by Bird. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They run with Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A 3-yard loss.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Up offensive linemen, when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Tua. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua sets up to pass it. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tua. And that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Gain of 9 brings up second and
the previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordell Patterson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by 9.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.